Welcome, everyone. My name is Rebecca, and this is Bridget, and we are here today to show you what you do with your spreadsheet when something just doesn't look quite right. We're going to utilize the power of GL Connect to help us out with that. Bridget?
Thanks, Rebecca. All right, so here we're looking at a financial statement, and I'm kind of just taking a look here, and I noticed that all of a sudden there's a large jump in the trend. So I need to be able to explain that as a finance person and know what's going on. And you can see that that trend kind of continues here. So I definitely want to start researching what's happening. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to double click. And if I double click in this cell, what it's going to do is it's going to bring up all of the GL account strings with their balances that make up that dollar amount in my financial statement. So now I'm here with all of those values and I'm like, something here doesn't look quite right. I want to kind of see what's going on here. So now I can just double click here and it's going to take me into the list of journal entries that make up that balance.
Okay.
So, and now this is the kind of fun part. So I can see this, number right here and I'm like, it's a big number. I want to know what's going on in there. I can double click here and it's going to take me down into my subledger detail. So now I can see my journal sources, my project, it's a labor cost. I can see my GL account string. I can see, values, those type of things there. I can even get in over here into my project name, project number, and task number, task name. So what this is doing is this is taking me down into the module where the transaction is happening, and it's bringing some of that information into here.
So you're going to the origin of the transaction. You're going back to basics. You go to the very beginning. Okay. Yes. And you never left that one window. Like you didn't have to go over here and pull and something over here. You stayed in that same window the whole time and everything is just right in that same Excel sheet.
Yes, absolutely. It makes it super convenient and efficient to be able to do your research because you can do it all right here in Excel. You're not having to, bring up Excel and Oracle at the same time, to be looking at stuff. You can do all of that right here in Excel. And one of the things I didn't show you yet, Rebecca, is if we go back here to this journal detail, and right over here, you can see that we have the journal name and the batch name. Well, I can double click on the batch name and get to the batch header, or I can just double click right here and go into the journal, and it's going to bring up a copy of that journal entry right here in Excel.
Okay.
So, and this is probably a big one, so it'll take just a second here for it to build. So, but there you go. You can see, and it wasn't that big, but this is a copy of that journal entry.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So it makes it super convenient. Yeah.
So that was a lot of clicking to get down to the subledger. So is there a faster way to get there? Because maybe somebody just wants to go right to those initial transactions, right?
Absolutely. So when I'm here in this financial statement, and I'm looking at this number, if I want to see all of the subledger detail that makes up this, almost $10 million, I can come here into the drill down and I can go to my subledger right here. And now that's going to go out there and pick up all of these subledger transactions that make up that dollar amount.
In just one click. So you can get right down to see if something was weird in, a sale in last week or something. You can find out what has caused that trend to start changing everything. Wow.
Yes, exactly.
You could be like a full-on detective like this. You got like down to the dirty nitty-gritty. I bet you that's really, really helpful to companies, right?
Oh, absolutely. So in fact, there was this one meeting that I was in with a customer and they asked me, they're like, well, we love what GL Connect can do. We have this transaction that we don't know where it's coming from, but it came, they had just recently implemented Oracle and they were not sure where this transaction was coming from. And they said, can you help us with that? And I did this exact scenario and I started drilling down, and with just a few clicks, I was able to tell them exactly where that transaction was coming from so that they could go and fix it and figure out what was going on.
And how long had they had that problem?
They had had that problem for about 1.5 years.
So in like 5 clicks, you were able to track down the weird number that had probably been keeping them awake at night.
Right.
And just through the power of GL Connect, you were able to get there immediately and fix their problem for them. So I love that story. It's one of my favorites. So awesome. Bridget, thank you so much for showing us the power of the drill down, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.
Thank you.